What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. Today you are seeing a team that I have used a few times in the past. You see the Snorlax with the choice specs, you see the Muscle Band Hydreigon, and something new, Endeavor, my favorite starter, Typhlosion. I love this Pokemon so much. As you can see, it is in my background. My favorite starter of all time. I just fell in love with Typhlosion when I played Gold and Silver for the first time. But let's get this going. I have my big boy Danny right here, my Electrode, the Hisuian Electrode. So cool. It's actually one of my favorite Pokemon. I just love it so much. It has the weirdest, the most terrible moveset you can coverage you can get for some Pokemon, but what you need it for is some fast, decently hard hitting moves, and throw a Life Orb on it. It does the damage you want, especially against a Quagsire. When people have these Pokemon, I know that they're gonna throw them out first. They always want to try and get up some Stealth Rocks or some Spikes or throw out a Toxic, do something annoying, and this is one I thought, best case, I don't want to have any choice specs or Scarf or anything on this. I want it to be versatile so it can change up the moves, because I don't want to have too many choice locks. Thinking it's going to go for some Bitter Blade. I want to switch into my Flash Fire Typhlosion, named Endeavor, not because of My Hero. I actually named this Endeavor way before I ever watched My Hero, and I used to name this Endeavor for, I have no idea why, probably because I saw the Pokemon move. But this is a great chance for me to use something other than the Choice Scarf Eruption that we're going to see later on, Shadow Ball, which I completely misspelled in my short, and my friend pointed it out and laughed at me this weekend. It was hilarious. But it used a move that I never thought that Cerulege had, Dragon Claw. I did not know that Cerulege gets Dragon Claw. Swords Dance, Dragon Claw still didn't take me out. And pretty impressive. I guess it just didn't want to miss Poltergeist, maybe? I don't know. Well, I'm glad that they didn't use a Ghost move, because 2 Shadow Balls take this out with a choice Scarf. It's pretty impressive. I could use Hisuian Typhlosion maybe. Honestly, I want to do another video again a little later with Hisuian Typhlosion, because I love both of them. This one is just a little bit faster, and I just want a little bit of speed. You know, there are a lot of things that could outpace, but here we go with the Leafeon. I cannot switch moves, so the only thing I can do really is switch out. I mean, I have one excellent switch in for this, and that's Registeel. That's my Steel Man. You know, that's my Mano Steel right here, which I probably should have renamed to something. I just renamed a few other things, but it uses Covet. Takes my leftovers. That's really sad, but at least it didn't take the Scarf away from my Typhlosion, because I want that Scarf. But who cares? It took my leftovers. It's not the bulkiest Pokemon on the special side or HP side. It has pretty decent defense, but this gives me an excellent opportunity to throw some Stealth Rocks out there. I know that it could make use of a good amount of Stealth Rocks. Then it brings in Riolu. I was a little surprised. I was expecting it to do some like, Focus Sash Endeavor kind of stuff. But I thought, whatever, let's just give it a go. Let's see what this does. It's gonna try and do something. Endure. There you go. Instead of Focus Sash, it does Endure. I throw out the Heavy Slam. I do a decent amount of damage, and then, you know, it's kind of underwhelming what they do. You know, you just throw in another. I guess they can try and Endeavor me down there, but I'm always going to take them out, so they just withdrew. I don't know what was going on, really. It didn't make that much sense. I guess it makes more sense when you have a Focus Sash, or if they had to Custap Berry, but I don't know, whatever. It doesn't make a difference to me. They switch into their Blue Eyes Black Dragon, or whatever type of eyes this Zekrom has. Beautiful Pokemon, by the way. It misses its first attack, which gives me an opportunity to Body Press and do some pitiful damage. I really thought I'd be doing more damage to this Pokemon, but I guess not. It almost nukes me with one hit. I think I really don't have a proper switch in for this. I do not want to bring in my Electrode because it's just going to take so much unnecessary damage, and I can't really hit it back in return. It's either times 2 resistant to grass or times 4 resistant to electricity. It isn't going to do anything. But the one thing I can do is bring something in that's faster than it, and that is my Typhlosion, because that has a move that I've been itching to use on this Pokemon. I know it has Earthquake, they introduce Scorching Sands, and this is the perfect opportunity for me to hit a super effective ground move. Now I was looking to see if they have anything that could resist other than the Leafeon, but they're not going to bring in a Leafeon against this. They probably think I'm going to try to go for some fire move, and but the best thing I can do is hit a super effective ground move which deletes this Pokemon, and I'm happy, I'm satisfied. I actually take out Pokemon using 2 separate moves other than Choice Scarf Eruption, which my short was all about, but sometimes you just need to change things up, and this is exactly the way to do it. Best case scenario, I thought over here, I want to do as much damage as I can. I know I'm going to go down. A burn would be excellent, and I get the burn. It's fantastic. Thinking, oh man, I got the burn. Maybe I can live one. What am I talking about? Absolutely not. I'm at 40 something HP, and they throw a high horsepower at me. Regardless of what they hit me with, even with a burn, they're still going to take me out. But whatever. We have this Excalibur burned below half, and we can bring in anything we want to take this out. And this is a perfect chance to use our Snorlax with those choice specs, bring some massive damage out over here. And there's only one move I want to click. There's absolutely nothing else I want to hit other than Hyper Beam. I'm going to hit Hyper Beam. It's going to do some massive damage, assuming that it hits. And then something else is going to come in, try to hit us really hard. But with Snorlax's bulk, we can always live moves. Unless Riolu has some like close combat, but then it's on 1 HP, so whatever it comes in, it's just gonna perish. So I don't know what was taking me this long. I think I was trying to decide if I wanted to terrestrialize. I have no idea. I'm just sitting there staring at the screen thinking this Hyper Beam is gonna do some damage. Thinking what else could they come in? I took out the Ceruledge. The Riolu's going down. They only have the Leafeon left. So, what am I going to do? Hyper Beam. I love Hyper Beam Snorlax. If you have not seen this short, if you have not seen the video, go back and watch it. One of my favorite sets I've ever done. This should not work, but it does. And now it has the leftovers, so it's always going to heal up. Whatever, it cannot take my choice specs, and even if it did, honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'll still have incredible special attack, but I do want that 50% boost. It does covet 0 damage. I don't know why. It probably doesn't have many other moves. I imagine it should have it should have some like Leaf Blade or something, but my best option over here is to terrestrialize. I have the poison type, I still have the Hyper Beam, and that way I take minimal damage from what this wants to do. Even if it hits me at the double edge or whatever, if it wants to Swords Dance, I don't know. I figured this would be just the best case scenario. Use the poison type, because when people want to use a fighting type move against Snorlax, it just doesn't make that much sense to have it super effective. And the best thing I could think of was poison, because it's not very effective. Then the Hyper Beam takes it out. I don't know why it was using Growl. No clue what this person was thinking. But that's pretty much the end of the game. Riolu comes in and done. I figured we'd just jump right into the next game over here. This is where I didn't want to show the whole game. I was playing pretty well up until this point, but they had a lot of just, uber legendaries. They had all these box arts. Groudon, I took it out with Chloroblast from the Electrode, and my Hydreigon went down because I was trying to fight their dragons as well. But this is a perfect time for me to come to Endeavor. The sun is still up from Groudon, and I thought this is the perfect opportunity to hit an eruption right here. I didn't need to terrestrialize, just in case I thought, hey, maybe I need something else over there. That crit did not matter. If anyone tells you that crit matters, they're delusional. Absolutely delusional. Just like anyone thinking Typhlosion isn't. No, I'm joking. Typhlosion probably not the best starter, but in my eyes, it's definitely the best starter. And here we go with a Rayquaza. I am torn over here. I do not want Endeavor to take a choice banded extreme speed with Terra Normal. So I just try to change it up a little bit. I go into a Registeel and they use Earthquake. Scary, scary, scary stuff. But the sun did fade, and now they're probably just gonna hit another Earthquake again and take me out. So I'm in kind of a predicament, right? I know that they didn't Terra Normal E-Speed, so that means that they might not have it. And then this happens, and they go ahead and terrestrialize Dragon, Fairy. What are they gonna do? Nothing other than Terra Normal. There's nothing else you want to do with a Rayquaza or an Arceus or an Arcanine. But they hit Earthquake, obviously, because why would they hit a Terra Normal E-Speed against a Registeel? Just doesn't make that much sense. So they go for the Earthquake. I cannot get the Thunder Wave off, so no paralysis. But I'm thinking maybe I can just go into Snorlax, do some damage, take a hit. My HP is pretty good. My defense is not the greatest. I thought there's absolutely no reason to terrestrialize. There's nothing. If you hit me with an Earthquake, I don't want it to be super effective. And even though they use the Dragon Ascent, which is so underwhelming in this game, they do hit the crit. It might matter. Honestly, it probably does matter. Maybe I might have lived it just a little bit. But either way, I was going down to the next one. I'm stuck with one Pokemon, a 1v1 Endeavor versus a Terra Normal Rayquaza. I almost forgot the name of it. I was just double checking. You only have one Pokemon left. This is me versus you. Perfect time to terrestrialize. And I'm telling you, there's nothing better than this move right here. I don't think it has extreme speed. I really don't at this point. I go full in and send it with the Eruption. And I was right. They did not have extreme speed. One Eruption takes it out. The Terra Normal puts them in the ground. And I'm loving this episode. I hope to see you for the next one. Peace.